Oh my God, is this a positive conversation? Oh, Reagan, why don't you just stop with all the extra, girl? What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva. I am back here again for another review and discussion of the latest episode of Southern Charm New Orleans. The big picture is what this one is, and it's an offshoot, a continuation of Friendsgiving, when we all learned that Jeff did not know until, damn it, Doug, you went and had to snitch and tell all of Reagan's business that was not yours to tell. That was her business to tell him, or let him see her out and about with a pot belly. Okay, that's how that was not your place to tell. And Bravo producers, y'all are shitty as hell because y'all know Jeff is mentally unstable. He was not ready. He was not ready. Okay. So for some reason, the producers saw fit to it wasn't even like a recap. They just kind of, for the first 5 minutes, showed Friendsgiving all over again. Like, we've already seen that. We've seen that. We've seen that. We know what happened. He's already had the meltdown at the table once again. But we got a little deeper into the conversation where Tamika kept goading him into making him believe he knew. And he was like, no, I didn't know. Are you calling me a liar? Honestly, yes, I would feel like you were being called a liar. She was telling you knew. You had to have known. You knew. But I'm like, Tamika, he really did not know. Otherwise, why is this man sitting at the head of the table with y'all? Oh, by the way, y'all, I got my Jeff scarf. Oh, where was he going, Jesus, with this scarf? Lord have Benny Poppins, you should have got them together. But Tamika was insistent upon him having been privy to the fact that Reagan's pregnant. No, he didn't know. I don't think anybody would flip out like that. But to this day, I love black people. I love my people. Everybody was just like, child, Jeff having another meltdown. What else is new? So Tamika did say online that, was I wrong? Yes, you were wrong. You knew Jeff wouldn't act like that. But I love John Moody. John Moody came through with the real. He was like, this shit is getting old. It just really is. Y'all ain't married no more. It's over. I mean, as a matter of fact, as of right now, she's dead to you. Okay, let's have a funeral. I was like, bury that bitch. Bury her. Okay, let's bury her. Because I simply don't like Reagan. I find her to be very manipulative. In this episode, we saw how she was trying to use white woman tears to weaponize her position. So I'm just kind of like, Reagan, you're a joke. So in the way that you manipulate Jeff and how you think that everyone has to be your friend because of the shit that you do, that's low down and scandalous. It just is. Barry was just kind of like, this is just really sad that we've reached this point because we've always had a lot of fun together. Well, Reagan fucked up the fun for everybody. To this day, I will say that what wife gets an apartment and tells her husband he can't come there? I mean, like, who does that? That's not normal, and that's somebody that has something to hide. And Jeff is entitled to feel the way that he feels about this situation because Reagan lied to him over and over again, telling him that she wanted to have his children, but just not right now. But you jump out of your marital bed into a relationship with another guy, and next thing you know, you're pregnant. That's a side eye and suspect as hell. Okay. Honestly, I think y'all are having a better time without toxic Reagan anyways. The next day, everyone is having Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving 2018, Tamika's birthday fell on Thanksgiving. So she's having a fabulous time with her family. Jeff had food, fun, and fellowship with Justin and his family. It looked like everybody was just having a good time. Reagan can cook now. At least it looked like it. But everybody swears she can cook, so I'm going to trust that. But I have never had mashed potatoes with duck butter. That would make it more appealing to me. I've never understood that at Thanksgiving. Why do we have dressing, white potatoes, and yams or candy yams or whatever. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to have yams, let's just have yams. Otherwise, and leave the mashed potatoes. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all's Thanksgiving traditions are down below. Anyway, when Reagan learns about the fact that they had Friendsgiving at Jeff's house, she calls and he was like, well, Doug told me that you were pregnant, because she had been getting these weird text messages. And she was like, okay, yeah, I'm pregnant. And then she started saying, well, that's not fair. I can't believe that you didn't invite me to Friendsgiving. And Jeff was just looking like, at this point, it's no longer Team Reagan. I'm over her. It's Team Jeff right now. And I'm glad that he said that. And by the way, I'm Team Jeff too, Jeff. And they recommended you get with a black woman. Well, Diva is single and ready to mingle. Holla at me. Never dated a white boy before. So either way, it's over, Reagan. And you had to have known there would be some collateral damage for the shit that you did and the manner in which you did it. It would be one thing if there had been like a year or two that you and Jeff had been divorced and all of a sudden you dating somebody else and get married. But it just was like immediate. So, the way that you did it, that's why you ain't got no friends no more. And I really was not feeling the fact that she feels like everyone is just her friends. Like she's taking ownership of the whole friend group. And that's not how that works. It's like, just move on. And you need to go get your shit out the Covington house. Get the rest of your shit out the house. Because Jeff also made mention that if he had known, he would have been trying to hide the groceries in the house when she came back. Because, it really was a secret. And everybody did very good keeping it a secret. It wasn't that hard because Reagan was up there crying to Tamika when they met for Tamika's birthday lunch or whatever, talking about, I don't have any friends and I feel like I'm just so out of the loop. And I'm like, you made it that way. Jeff don't have to deal with your drama. You don't have to deal with Jeff's drama. This is what you wanted. And now that you got what you wanted, you see it's not, the grass ain't always greener. Tell me, all I have is my sister and a fiance. Well, that's all you need, baby love. That's all you need. That's exactly what you want. See, you thought everybody was just going to go along to get along. But that ain't how that works, Reagan. And so now you know. So Tamika basically breaks it down to her and tells her, I don't even know if I'm staying in your wedding because I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I definitely don't know him. I'm like, yeah, the toddler fiance, we don't know him. And she really was upset that no one had told her about Friendsgiving. But at the same time, Tamika was like, you didn't even text or call me on my own birthday. I was expecting a text from you, from my bestie. And Tamika keeps saying that, but I'm like, that's not your bestie anymore. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that ain't your bestie. I don't know how y'all were ever friends to begin with. And I love how Tamika told her, you did this to yourself, basically, because you only care about yourself. Then she started crying. She told me, for the past 3 years, I've been caring about other people. And I'm just like, for the past 3 years? So you've been cheating on Jeff for 3 years? Damn, girl, you scandalous, aren't you? Y'all probably didn't catch that, but when she said for the past 3 years, she been caring, either she meant that is in the first year she decided when she made up in her mind she couldn't deal with Jeff anymore, or she was cheating in the next room. Okay. So I don't know what that means, but when Tamika told her she only cared about herself, that server was standing over in the corner like, let me get away from here, shit. Because, he was like, I don't want to be part of this when this shit blow the fuck up. And personally, if I was Tamika, I wouldn't be in the wedding either. Why stand up for somebody who's a lie? Okay, and a cheat. Who wants to be part of that? Who wants to have a friend around your husband like that? Okay. Meanwhile, Justin in this struggle relationship here, and let me tell y'all something about these struggle relationships, okay? Ladies, I know we all be trying to help these broken, damaged men, especially black women and black men. Black women will sacrifice their soul to help save these broken, damaged brothers out here. Let me tell you something, sisters. Pack your shit, get up, and leave. He ain't gonna change. He will probably use you, manipulate you, and drain you of all your energy and time, and then move on to something else. Okay? So, Justin, baby, you don't want Kelsey. Your mama didn't even have to tell you that. Mama Reese had to break it down for us. So she told me, now, Justin, I raised you to not waste a woman's time. Kelsey ain't perfect, you ain't perfect, but if you don't waste your time. Then he's like, I think I'm going to go see a therapist. Either you want her or you don't. If you don't want her, go ahead. It's going to hurt like hell. But Kelsey, she's resilient. She can be strong enough to take it. I know that you feel guilty by the fact that you had this chick uproot herself from where, I don't even know, does anybody know where Kelsey moved from? I don't know where Kelsey's from. But she moved to you and y'all live together now and you feel some way. Let it go. Don't string her along. Because what you're going to end up with is hurting someone that could be a good wife for somebody else, just not you. So don't waste this woman's time anymore. You don't need to go to a therapist. That right there should tell Kelsey all she needs to know. If she was smart, she would move on. That's all I'm saying. Don't let these men string you around. Don't let them waste your time, your effort, nothing, your energy, because they will drain you and leave you high and dry, like pushed out of a car on the side of the road, dead. They don't give a fuck, because some men are just selfish about their time and who they spend it with. Okay, if you're not a priority, when a man don't want to tell you that he having surgery, that ain't it. That ain't what you want. Barry and Tamika on this parenting thing, that's something else I found interesting too. Barry said that Tamika was like the first black girl he had dated. I was like, well, welcome, brother. So I guess I always assumed Hunter was biracial, but at the same time I said, well, he could be like a Creole. His mama could be Creole or something. But either way, they were talking about the fact that Barry had taken Hunter off of punishment without consulting with Tamika. But Barry said something that he was like, well, I'm the one who put him on punishment, so why would I have to talk to you about it? I was like, uh-oh. So my comment or question is, how did y'all feel about that? Because technically, I guess, I don't know, they're co-parenting, raising him together, even though Tamika's not his biological mother, but for all intents and purposes, that is his mom. How did you, I feel like that was kind of fair. I don't know if he put him on punishment. But one thing about Barry, you do need to know where he is when he says he going where he going. You need to know where he's going, because in this day and age, like y'all were talking about, Black Lives Matter, these black boys be getting pulled over, shot, and killed just for the most innocent of things by these cops. So, you know, is he on Lake Ridge, Lakewood, Lakefront? Where he at? Where's Hunter? Go hunting for Hunter. John Moody is down here to the community center for Son of a Saint. As y'all know, that is Sonny's nonprofit, Tamika's younger brother. And it seems to be a great project. And John Moody came in there with this Sherpa. He had on this Sherpa pullover. I was like, where is John Moody going? Oh my God, I love him. He's a mood. He's a vibe. That damn John Moody. But I do appreciate the fact that he is taking time out to mentor young men. It is so important that we mentor our youth. And I like that about him. But that Sherpa pullover had me going. And then one of the little boys had it. I said, Lord help, he done used it as part of his prop for this play that they're acting out. Meanwhile, Rachel meets up with Reagan and she tells her about plans to go to Destin, Florida. But there's a catch to her being able to go to Destin, Florida. You cannot bring your fiance, and Jeff will also be in attendance. So this pregnant lady gonna have to leave her husband and her husband to be, and cleave to her friends that she talking about she ain't got no friends. And Rachel got up out this Bentley Continental GT, and she was stepping in her black boots and jeans. Her hair be laid. Her hair and makeup always be on point. But she looked really good. Rachel, you look good, girl. I don't know if you watch these, but you look good. I like that look on you. But I love how she said, I got me a new word in my vocabulary thanks to Miss Rachel. She told Rachel, you know, we can be cool or whatever, but as long as you ain't not got no fugazi or nothing. And apparently that's a New York term, okay? So she was saying, you know, basically no fakery. Ain't nobody got time for the fakery and fuckery. So, you know, come correct or don't come at all. And she told me, I know, because I'm not going to let Jeff steal all my friends. You're my friends. You're going to be with me. And I'm just like, see, this is a hot ass mess right here. Girl, it ain't that serious. What are we, 12? 6th grade on the playground, who gonna be my friend, pick me. That ain't how this works. And it's really pathetic if you think about it. And because she expects all of their friends to abandon him for her. Like, girl, bye. If you don't get on with your lead chip paint eating fiance, you be all right. That's all you need is your sister. That's all you need. But at least they're going to leave him at home. Also, I don't know if y'all saw this news article that came out, but there is a news article out where it was asking Reagan about why she chose to keep Jeff's last name. Well, it's because it's a brand and, you know, it's part of who I am. If I was Reese, I would feel some type of way about that. And number 2, if I had been Jeff's counsel, I would have advised him to ask her to give up his name. And the reason why, there are no children born of this marriage. So what are you holding on to his name for? And I think that would have been best. By the way, these pieces of jewelry that she has designed, when she was at the table with Tamika, that one thing I said, God damn, is this a multi-purpose ring? Like it could be a weapon and a bottle cap opener. I mean, it was just team too much. I don't know. It was cute at first, but some of this shit is just outrageous and I wouldn't buy it. I just think that it's really sad that Reagan wants everyone to abandon Jeff to be with her. It ain't like that. So you have somebody. Jeff ain't got nobody. That's the bottom line. And I'm like John, and apparently John Moody ain't no team Reagan because he just like, John is my boy. So I don't know what to tell you. John Moody in this green damn turtleneck. Robin was like, I know he don't have on a green turtleneck. No, he don't have on a turtleneck. It's too warm outside. And y'all know it get humid in New Orleans. I'm like, baby, where you going? Oh, Jesus. But you know what? That's that damn John Moody. I love it. Then Reagan gets in Jeff's face and Jeff was just standing there like, she was like a chihuahua and he's like that big Marmaduke Great Dane that's totally unbothered by the yipping. And that's what it was like. Yip, 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 yip. Hi, we're going on the trip together. We can ride together, really talk it out. Huh? And Jeff was just standing there like, oh, why is she talking to me, Jesus? Why won't she just go away? So he don't want to talk to you on no goddamn road trip. So girl, get out his face. I'm like, Jeff, cue the music. I got no time for fake ones. Just sip some Cristal with some real ones. From East to West Coast, spread love. And while you keep talking shit, we count the figures. Hey. So I'm trying not to curse to that because that really would be a good song to use the N-word with Jeff. The play acting, the act out before the reveal of the 2 pieces that John recently did was amazing. Those little boys did an awesome job. And they delivered just what John wanted. John said, I want some of these things to be like where the audience wants to intervene. And you can see in the audience that people actually want to intervene. So I think it was a great lesson on how the other side lives. Because Tamika was like, you know, I was never raised like that. And I felt them on it. Because like I wasn't raised like that either. You know, we were middle class, you know, suburbs, small towns. So I don't know what that's like. I know of people who have come from those humble beginnings and survived it. That in and of itself is a feat. But the pieces, oh my God, John Moody is so freaking talented. I mean, God bless him. He is awesome. And somebody was saying, yeah, John Moody, you know, he's an artist, but he's not a starving artist. Because if you notice, John Moody was like, yeah, my dad is an engineer at NASA, and I forgot what he said his mom was, but she has a very good job too. So they've had a very comfortable life, you know, that he don't know about that life either. Reese cannot be alone with Reagan's friends because Reagan knows that Reese is honest and he's a doofus. And he will let it slip out when they started fucking around, which was probably 3 years ago or 4 years ago, depending on what this timeline is. Rachel and him were trying to have a one-on-one. They were just talking, chatting it up, you know. And here come Reagan with, oh my God, is this a positive conversation? Like, I want to know what's going on. And then Rachel was like, we just talking. And because she became very, like, defensive. And Rachel had done nothing to deserve this. But Reagan is doing this shit. So is this a positive moment? Like, who walks up to you while you're talking to their friend and ask, is this a positive moment? Nah, bitch, it's all negative. We dragging you through the mud. Like, really? Like, Then next thing you know, Tamika has to come over there. And then she was trying to say that Reese looked alarmed. And Reese was like, wait a minute. Reese said, I always look disheveled. Oh, Reese said, I always look disheveled. And I was like, at least he owned his shit. Now, I will give, that is his redeeming quality. He owns his shit, okay? Meanwhile, Kelsey, I want to fit in those ass. I'm just going to listen in, you know, because Tamika and I are cool. And Tamika was like, oh, my God, here she come. I'm like, something about Kelsey irks me, too. And it's not just me. And it's, I don't know why. It's something about that child. I can't. Maybe it's that weakness that goes on. I'm just like, girl, why are you so, you overcompensate. Calm the fuck down. But either way, they trying to talk to her. Rachel was giving it to Reagan straight, no chaser. And then she's like, I don't like this. And then she was like, well, now you know how I feel. When I was sitting there trying to talk to your fiance, now you know how I feel. And I like how she told her, you just have to accept the fact that on this journey, not everyone is going to be down with you on this. Not everyone can go with you on your journey. Reese was like, I need to get the hell out of here tomorrow. I just want to go to the farm. And when the wedding time comes, y'all just bring me back there. I can tell y'all this. I like Reese at this point with his random commentary. It's all good with me. Even the painting on the wall, I'm okay because you get what you asked for. You got it. So Reese excuses himself, honey. And then here come the tears. And now Reagan feels all ganged up on by the black chicks. But let me tell you something, honey. You need you some sisters like that on your team that can get raw and real with you and not allow your white woman tears to be weaponized against us. Tamika was like, I've had it. You know what? Just walk away. If you don't like what's going on, just walk away. You know what? I'll walk away, better yet. I was like, oh, shit. And then she was just crying. I'm like, you up here playing victim. You need to step back and really reflect on the shit that you have done. That's the bottom line. And then she got upset and started crying. Reese tried to get another glass of wine. He told me, but so-and-so just went and got me. Doug went to go get me another glass of wine. She said, I don't want to go. I just want to go. Oh, I'm not feeling good. I need to be near my doctor. Like, bitch, you need to be near your doctor. Oh, my God. Girl, if you don't get your raggedy behind on somewhere, don't come back. Don't come back next season if there is a next season. So we close out this episode with a father-son. Hunter is... When Barry asked Hunter what he thought about Tamika, what comes to mind, he said crazy. I was like, on another note, that was a great father-son talk, although I can tell that Hunter was not interested or vested in the conversation. He looked right about like Boris Kajol's son, Nicholas. I don't know if y'all saw on Instagram, Boris Kajol has started doing a fitness routine. Roll out of bed, 5 minutes of a workout you can do to get your blood flowing and stuff. And his son was just like, I am still sleepy and I don't know why the hell I'm in here. I'm not here for the bullshit. And that's kind of how Hunter was looking at his daddy the whole time he was telling him. But Barry was telling him, right, your mom and daddy ain't gonna always be around. Tamika loves and cares about you. She's just protective of you. Next week, it's gonna be good. They're heading to Destin, Florida on a road trip. Robin and Reagan are riding in the SUV by herself. Meanwhile, on the party bus down to Destin, everybody's having a good time. They drinking, they dancing, they fellowship. It's food, fun, and fellowship, baby. Reagan and Robbins, not so much, ain't no sound. And then Reagan, you know, I'm really glad that I got to drive. I'm trying to get her voice down because I can actually do that because y'all know. She was like, I'm glad. I mean, I wonder what they're doing. And then they called them and they didn't answer. Okay. Because I saw this in the preview. It was like a bonus clips or whatever. And then once they get to Destin, Tamika and Barry are going to renew their vows. And it kind of makes sense because, you know, remember they said they only got one wedding photo that somebody else kept. The photographer screwed up. So I'm happy for Tamika and Barry. I really love them as a couple and as a family. But that pretty much was the episode. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. And if this is your first time hearing, you were able to watch this all the way through. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. And this was Southern Charm, New Orleans. the big picture. And the big picture is that Reagan is finally having to realize that the manner in which she executed her divorce and leaving Jeff, exit stage left, cost her. And sometimes the decisions we make will cost us. Friends, family, money, time. Time is something you definitely can't get back. So I hope that is a lesson learned, but I hope that Reagan has found her happiness. I can't stand her. I don't like her. I don't care if she don't come back next season, quite frankly. But that's all I've got. Again, I apologize for the delay in getting a lot of my reviews out. It's been a very tough week for me. I've been going through some things, and I'm just, trying to dig myself out of the darkness. And I really want to thank my Twitter family, my Twitter village, as I call them, because I posted. Sometimes people are too ashamed to let people know when they're not doing well, and I'm not ashamed. I wasn't. I had been in bed since Sunday, pretty much. The only time I got up was to go take my sweet little pooch out. If it wasn't for her, I probably would have stayed in the bed probably up until yesterday. I hadn't eaten probably in a few days. I don't want to delve too much in it, but there are some things that have happened, some shocking things that happened in my life, and I had to take a break from reality for a minute. But I'm back. Stepped out tonight to attend an event with my LGBT peeps. As you know, I am an ally, a friend of that community, and I have family members that are gay. So at least male cousins are anyways, and my littlest brother is. But either way, that's all I've got. Be sure to catch me on the Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6 every Tuesday night from 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. This week's guest will be actor Luco. Luco has been acting since he was a child, so he's going to come join us. Luco Pierre, he's going to come and join us, and we're going to talk about his career in acting and in Hollywood and what that's been like growing up in that. So I hope you all join the conversation. Other than that, that's all I've got. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva, and chin up buttercups. The sun will come out. I promise you it will. Stay fabulous.